Welcome back. Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back, everybody, and welcome back. Gigi is here again. Things Made Easy with Gigi. Today we are going to be making my chicken pesto lasagna rolls. Chicken pesto lasagna rolls, okay? So this is what we're going to be using. We're going to use a little black pepper. This is some pesto. Focus. Okay, you're going to focus, girl. There you go. We're going to use this Prego pesto, basil. Use any kind you want, or you can make your own. Basil and olive oil in a mixer, in a food processor, and there you go. So black pepper, the pesto. We're going to use some Parmesan. We're also going to be using some mozzarella. That's flour. Everything tastes better with Blue Bonnet in it. Use any kind of butter, margarine you want, okay? 1 egg. That is 3 chicken tenders that I cut up, as you can see, pretty good. And that is like a 10-ounce frozen bag of spinach, and I drained it. We're going to be using some of this Sunday soul seasoning. We're going to use some ricotta. Of course, we need some lasagna noodles. And we're going to use some milk. And did I already say it? But if I didn't, we're going to be using some extra virgin olive oil. Here's your shot of everything we're going to be using. Let's get ready to rumble up in here, okay? I'll be right back. You know, you guys, you remember that movie Friday? Every time I come in the kitchen, you in the kitchen. Hi, Nico. Do you have to come to the kitchen every time I come to the kitchen? I take that as a yes. I am too done with you. All right, what we're getting ready to do is we're going to put in about 2 tablespoons-ish of butter. So that's probably about 2.5. We're going to let that baby melt. And then once we get this melted up, we're going to get, also get your water boiling for your noodles. I've got my oven preheating on 425. So we're going to melt this up. And as soon as this butter melts, I'm going to come right back. Instead of you just sitting here watching it melt. I'll be right back. Okay, now that we've got that butter all melted up, we're going to go in with the flour. And then we're going to cook this flour for probably, I'll say maybe about 2 minutes. Because you want to, this is the beginning to any roux. Any roux. Butter and flour. Okay? So we're going to let this cook up. I'm going to get this, I'm going to let it cook for about 1.5 minutes. And then we're going to add our milk, okay? I'll be right back. Okay, now that I've let this cook for about 1.5 minutes, we're going to go in what I'll say about 2 cups of milk. 2.5 maybe. And then we're just going to break up those little pieces. And we're going to let this get thick, like a gravy kind of sort of consistency. And we're going to let this go for about, it shouldn't take long, maybe about 2 minutes. And it'll start really, truly thickening up for us. And then I'm also going to add a little bit of that pepper in here. And then I'm also going to add some of that Sunday soul. I keep wanting to call it Sunday's Best. Some of this Sunday soul seasoning. I'm going to put a little bit of that in there. And then we're just going to let this go for 2 minutes, okay? And that's exactly what we're going to do. Let this get all yummy-fied, okay? And it's going to be delicious. Absolutely delicious. Yes, it is. So we're going to let this go for about 2 minutes. Continuously to stir because we do not want it to burn, okay? Please, people, please stir if you make this. Please stir. Don't let it burn, okay? So I'm going to let this go for about 2 minutes, all right? And I'll be back. All right, I've got the sauce to the consistency that I want it. So now what I'm getting ready to do, it needs to cool down for a minute, just a little bit. I don't want it to be boiling hot like it is right now. So I'm going to take this off the eye and let it cool, and then we're going to start this next process. I'll be right back, and it took about 6 minutes. All right, I've got the egg in here. I'm just going to kind of beat her up a little bit. And then we're just getting ready to throw and dump, pretty much is what's finna happen. We're gonna put in some of this pesto sauce. It's gonna be, I'll say we're gonna put in maybe about a cup of this. And look at her as she makes a mess. Okay, that's enough. Oh my goodness. Drippity drip drip. Okay. You don't have to mix it up just yet. You can just wait until we dump everything up. But I kind of like to mix sometimes as I go. So we're going to go in with some of this Parmesan. Save a little bit for the end. I know this does not look the prettiest. Not just yet. But you just wait till the end, let me tell you. Then we're going to go in with some of this ricotta cheese that she did not even open. Hold on a second. No sense in you waiting and watching. What? Hold on. Okay, I got it open. We're going to use maybe, I say maybe about 2 cups of this stuff. Maybe about 2 cups. That looks about 2 cups full. And then we don't want to forget about the mozzarella. This bag, whoop, wibbity wobbity. This bag was already open. And we're just going to mix all of this up. This is going to be our filling for our lasagna rolls. Absent the chicken. I'm going to sprinkle the chicken on as we go. Okay? Then I'm going to go ahead and put in the rest of this mozzarella. 8-ounce bag that I've already used. We're going to stir this in. And we're also going to put in the spinach. Okay? And this is our filling. You can use this for a lot of different things. Yes, look at that. Now all that's left is the spinach. I'm gonna mix this spinach in. And then with the noodles, the lasagna noodles. Now we're not cooking those all the way done. We just want to get them just done enough so that we can go ahead and be able to roll them up. So I wouldn't even say al dente. I'm only going to cook mine for a minute, maybe 2. And that's what, just stuff, just going everywhere. Should have got a bigger spoon, but I wanted to use my fork to break it up. So I'm going to get those noodles boiled. This is going to be our filling. I'll be back. All right, I'm going to show you how we're going to assemble a few of these, and then I'll do the rest off camera. Here's the mixture. Just spread it on there. And this is going to get a little messy. You'll be all right. And then the chicken. What I did was, this is 3 chicken tenders that was boiled, and then I just cut them up into pieces. That's it. Easy peasy. Take that, spread it all the way down. And this is what I said when I said you'd want the noodles to be cooked a little bit, but not too much. You want to be able to fold them. If you can't fold them, then they're going to be breaking into pieces. I mean, it'll still be edible at the end of the day, of course. But it won't roll. Okay? Because if you got to stack them on pieces, just like you do lasagna because you didn't cook them long enough, make it work. Don't waste your food. All right? So we're going to spread that out. Nico's hoping that I've got extra chicken so he can eat it. And then you just take it and just sprinkle it along the way. Just take it and sprinkle it. That's all you do with the chicken. Just sprinkle it on there. All right? And then what you do is you just take it at one end, fold it over. Roll it just like that. And look, it's done. Yeah, some is going to come out, but that's okay. All right? So I'm going to roll a couple more for you. I'm going to go ahead and roll these 4 up so you can see what I'm doing. All right? And there she is. And look how pretty that is. Can you see how pretty that is? Look at that. All right, so I'm going to finish rolling these up. And then I'll be back and show you the next step, okay? One more ingredient. That sauce that we made. It needs to go in here too. Most of it, not all of it. Because we're going to need some of it to put in the bottom of the pan. Okay? And then we're going to mix that up. Okay, and I'm getting ready to get these noodles boiled. And then we're going to start assembling this bad boy, okay? I'll be back. All right, the first thing I'm going to do now with this pan is I'm going to put a little olive oil in the bottom of it. I bet you're wondering, what are we going to do with that olive oil? That's what we're going to do. We're going to put it in the bottom of this pan. Then I'm just going to take a little paper towel and just kind of wipe it around. You can use your brush, but I don't feel like dirtying up no more dishes. Okay? All right. And that's how we're going to do that. Then the next step, we're going to go ahead and put in some of our little sauce that we made. Remember the little gravy sauce that we made? See how thick that is? We're going to put some of that in the bottom of the pan. Not a whole lot, just a little bit. Because we're going to need to keep some of this for later on to go on top. Okay? But we definitely want to do, it's kind of like making regular good old-fashioned lasagna. Right? And then, that's what's in the plastic. I had to move it off to the side so you can see me. We're just going to take these and put them right on in here. Seam side down. Okay? Seam side down. And we're just going to place all of these in here. All nice and purty. Look at that. I made an extra one because I had enough stuff to do it. So where we going to get you at? We're just going to stick you right there. All right. It's putting some of that sauce right on top. Things made easy with Gigi, like I always say, all day, every day. And we're going to put this in the oven. We got it heating on 425. Remember, 425. We're going to put some foil on this so it can finish cooking. Because remember, those noodles are not done. And we're going to let it cook. Get all nice and yummy for us. Okay. And we're going to also put a little cheese on top of this. Let me get it. Because you know I put it back in the refrigerator. Hold on. All right. Here we go with some of this mozzarella. And if you don't like cheese, don't add it, okay? This will be just fine without it because we got plenty of cheese in the inside. Do we not? Yes, we do. All right. And then we're going to put in some more of that Parmesan. I'm just going to use the rest of it, of this container. All right. Now I'm just going to put this with some foil over it. I'm going to bake it for 20 minutes with foil on. 425. I'll be back. Now this is what I'm talking about. This is what it looks like all out the oven. I'm going to plate one up. We're going to show you what she looks like on a plate. I'll be right back. Now here you go. Here you go. Chicken Pesto Lasagna Rolls. You see what I'm saying? Do you see what we just did? That's the way we get down in this kitchen. This is what we do. This is what we do. Chicken Pesto Lasagna Rolls. Yum, yum, yummy to my tummy. Things made easy with Gigi. All day, every day in this kitchen. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. All right, you guys. That concludes this video. Everybody be blessed. Stay safe. And I'll see you on the next one. All right. Bye-bye.